Hello, third graders. Today we are going to keep working with arrays and multiplying single digits with multiples of 10. Before I get into my lesson will be in the second half of this video, so please watch the whole video. I am going to remember to walk you guys through the new way that you'll see your work, okay? So you'll go to our homeroom, you'll see our announcement for the day. So today is Thursday, April 23rd. It says go to classwork and find the daily work tab on the side. Then the work is titled Thursday's Daily Work. So we go to classwork, find the daily work tab on the side, and it's called Thursday's Daily Work. So it says click on the Google Forms. On top here, remember that I have basically a to-do list here. Here are my office hours from 2 to 3. Remember, I put the link on the stream side for you to just click on and join the meeting. Today we do have a crew meeting at 1:30. This is important. We changed the time from 1 to 1:30 just for today. Remember, we are meeting with both third grade teachers and third grade kids. So it is crazy hair day. So please make your hair crazy or just wake up and log in. Here are our daily announcements from Miss Noni. So this is a pledge. Also one CERN lesson, and I put the link to our CERN website here. I also included the timer and relaxing music. I actually changed the relaxing music. Oops. Sorry, commercials. Okay. So it actually has some really nice background pictures in the back and some nature music for relaxing music. So I changed that in case you need it or want to use it while you're doing your work. Okay. Remember, the email address is your Mapleton username, your Mapleton address. Sorry, your Mapleton email address, which is your username, the one you use to log into a computer. Here I also provided a checklist for you, so it's kind of easier to keep track of all the stuff you need to do. So I know some of us were trying to complete this before you turn this Google form, and we kept pressing back or exiting out of this tab. You can actually keep this tab open and open up, like, let's say, okay, I want to do the CERN lesson first. Open up CERN on a different tab and just do CERN, and when you're done, you can go back and then click the checklist or the check. Okay. Next step is to watch the video. So here you have your learning target. Here you have your warm-up, sorry, not your warm-up, your daily attendance question. This is not a math problem. This is just a question that says, do you want to buy a yearbook? They cost $12. A link to order them was sent to families today on Remind. And it's not today, they were sent yesterday. So make sure if you are wanting a yearbook, they can check the Remind from yesterday, okay? And then you'll click yes or no if you want a yearbook. Here is your problem, but here is where you'll see this video. So you need to watch it, and after you watch it, you can go back and click, okay, I watched the video. Now I need to complete this whole Google assignment. Google assignment is all of this. Okay, remember, everything is on one page now. And you'll go through this and answer all of these questions, and when you're done, click submit. At the very bottom, I have a reflecting on learning target. So it has, I can multiply single digits by multiples of 10. I still need some more practice, or save me, Miss Flores. Remember that when you're multiplying single digits by multiples of 10, my easy step would be do this number, 5 times a 9, whatever that answer is, and then you add the 0. Okay. For this array, it asked us, so you'll need to find the sides of this array. You need to find the height, remember how tall this is, and the base, the length of the bottom line. Okay. What is the base of this array? Some of you guys were writing the equations and it marked it as wrong. So please don't write an equation. It's just a number. So for this, it would be 10 and how many squares at the bottom? Let's say it was 30. You would write 30. Okay. It's not 30, you guys. That's not the answer. And then you would go on to the next question. Write it in number form. So like this, and don't type the word. Don't do 30. Okay, because sometimes they'll mark it wrong. Just do the number form. Here is where you'll find the equation that best fits that array, and then here is where you'll solve it. Okay, and when you're done, you click submit at the bottom. Okay. Oopsies. Okay. Now to get onto our lesson. So our big idea is still multiplying bigger numbers. Learning target, I can multiply single digit numbers by multiples of 10. So let's try it together. We have this grid. Remember that each of these darker lines, it means we have 10 squares in the grid. So here we have 10. So right now we have 10, 20, and I want to get ahead of myself. Okay, so remember we need to find base times height. Okay, the base is this long line, and the height is how tall your shape is to find the area. Here's, I tried to do a straight line as best as I could. It's really hard. So first we need to find out the lengths of the sides. So what is the base? Remember the base is the long line. This arrow came out this arrow should have been closer here, but it's this long line. And so our base is 30, so we count, here's 10, 20, 30, okay? So what is the height? Here we can count each of the squares one by one. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our answer is 7. Or I could have done, since I know this whole section is 10, because this is a 10 by 10 grid, then I could have done 10 minus 3, which would be 7. Or I could just count each square by themselves, okay? So now let's write an equation. But what does that look like? Well, it's height times base. So in this case, it'd be 7 times 30 equals A, which is area. To solve it, you could do it my way. So you could do 7 times 30 equals A, which I take one number at a time. So I do 7 times 3 is 21. Then I add the 0 from this 30 here. So my answer is 210. So the area of that array is 210. Okay, remember I do 7 times 3, 21, plus the 0, 210. Or I could break it up. I could do 7 times 30. Since 30 is a multiple of 10, I can break up the 30 into 10. So I can do 10 plus 10 plus 10. Then I need to multiply each of these 10s by the number 7. So I do 7 times 10 is 70 for this one. So this one is done. Now I do 7 times 10 is 70 for this other 10. And lastly, I do 7 times 10 is 70 for that third 10. But I'm not done yet. I need to add all of my answers, all of my products together. So it is 70 plus 70 plus 70, which equals 210. Okay, so either way, you get the same answer. This is just breaking that multiple of 10 into tenths and taking each 10 by itself. Okay? So now you need to go to Google Classroom and you'll solve a problem like this. You already saw what that looks like. And you need to find the area of the array by multiplying the multiples of 10. You have one similar problem and you have a bunch of multiples of 10 problems. Sorry. So you'll go back to here, find the daily work for today, Thursday. Make sure you put in your email address and use your checklist. And all of this here is your daily question, your attendance, the array, what's the base, what's the height, what's the equation, what's the area, and then here are all the multiples of 10 problems. Okay? And then you'll click submit. And then same here, you guys write your answer in number form. So if you think it's 350, then just write 350. Okay, don't write it in word form. Don't do this. 350. Okay, do not do this. Just write it in numbers like this. All right, you guys, well, that is all. Actually, let me do some CERN shout outs. It is very early today. I recorded a day before you see it. So it is early, so I can do some shout outs, but maybe we won't have that many CERN lessons completed yet. Let's see. So Elo, you have 2, Isabel, you have 3, Austin 2, Liam 2, Amy 3, Alejandra 3, Colin 2, Scarlett 2, Cindy 2, Danny 2, and that's it. Make sure the rest of us are getting 1 lesson a day, and you should have 4 CERN lessons completed by Friday. to be entered into our raffle, okay? All right, you guys, well, I'll see you all today at 1:30 with Crazy Hair Day. Bye.